So I let sis be on for a little bit because this is a part of the conversation that I feel like even at her age things should be addressed, because I feel like moms, you too, should address things like this with especially your daughter. Sons need to have this conversation too, but I feel like little girls need to have conversations with their parents, especially moms, if you can have that with your daughter, about jealousy, about hate, about gossip, okay, about being pretty and not worrying about what other people have to say about you. Because I feel like in this era, in the time that we're in, people have gotten insensitive to other people's feelings, and I don't want my kid to grow up being one of those people, but I also don't want my kid growing up attacked by these people and not knowing how to handle it. Okay, because when I was a little girl her age, I didn't know, people were the type of people that they could be. People can be very nasty, mean people, right, Mike? Have you met any real nasty, mean people lately?
Yeah.
Girls?
Yeah.
What do?
They talk about other people's skin color.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about your parents and your family, and they don't know you're going through right now.
Okay. So how do you feel about that?
Sad?
Sad? So do you do that to other people?
No.
No? Why not?
Because I just mind my business.
You just mind your business. Me too. But it also doesn't feel good, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that because you already know that it doesn't feel good, it will probably be, you'll probably be better off as an adult. You understand that you can hurt somebody's feelings with what you say and you do, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just because somebody is pretty doesn't mean that you can't be friends with them. As a matter of fact, they probably would be a great friend if they weren't nasty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun being friends with other girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. But now, everybody ain't your friend, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, we're also learning that you can't be nice to everybody, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to separate yourself from people that aren't that nice to you. Right?
Yeah.
And we also understand that there's some crazy people in this world, right?
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what's going on. Some of those people are just going to say nasty, mean things, and they're going to be rude, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't have anything to do with you, correct?
Yes.
High five. All right, bye. Let's have a conversation with the adults. I feel like you're coming in here to steal.
No, you stole.
I did no such thing. I made the chalk, the coal.
And forgot about it.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I need it.
Who said I was going in there?
Oh, I was just asking. Okay.
You ain't asking motherfucking.
I was just trying to figure out what you was doing. Anyways, all right, guys. So this conversation is because I feel like it's the problem with females and why they're jealous or why they may feel some type of way. Where Maya been? Maya been here. Maya's in the house, and she's just playing along, and she knows she gotta be quiet during these damn readings. This is girl talk. You need to get out.
So I'm taking it.
No, you can't.
What the fuck? I'm smoking something.
Oh my God, y'all, child. Anyways, I think the females that have daughters should definitely be teaching their children or just having that conversation with their children about how to treat other people. Because even in school, I'm learning right now, and I'm seeing that these little kids don't know shit. Okay? And when I was growing up, my grandmother always told me, and I think that's probably where we're getting lost at, the parents are getting younger. Okay, they're getting more ignorant, and on top of the fact that they're getting ignorant, these bitches, right, they usually, a lot of these people, at least in my area, they don't even got no fucking parents. Okay, they parents was like kids and shit, and they just don't know no better. So you have to teach your kids, especially the ones of you who actually can articulate and have intelligent conversations with your kids about other people and how they act and how they treat people. You should tell them, especially your daughters, that jealousy is not okay, and talking about other little girls is not okay, and they gonna get beat up as adults. I mean, we gotta be real about this. They're gonna get beat up by adults, and they're also gonna find out, they're gonna fuck around, and they're gonna find out a lot of shit about how them hands work, and you gonna be stuck watching your kid get their ass whooped. Okay? Because I want to talk to y'all, because even if you guys do it, I'm pretty sure you know a couple kids that need to have that conversation with their parents. And I also feel like you guys can have that conversation with other kids, your nieces, your nephews, I don't know, whoever the fuck else, because that's what's going on. These parents not parenting. Yeah. Yeah, like, for real. And these little girls is grown as fuck now. They grown as fuck. Okay? And these parents, we working hard, because I ain't going to just say y'all neglecting y'all kids. We got a lot of parents here who are working hard. They leaving their kids in their house, and their kids is just outside doing whatever. And they don't even fucking know. They terrorizing. Okay? Especially these little boys. But these little girls is fucking. And they nasty and they disrespectful. And they're grown. They not even, these kids not going to college. They having babies. They're not respecting their elders. These motherfuckers don't hold no doors. They don't have no morals. This is the generation that we're raising. So if you're not talking to your kids, you're fucking up. You have to constantly talk to these kids. And you have to be their friend first, because they out here letting their friends raise them. They are. They don't have no role models. And these schools don't give a fuck no more. I have been to my Board of Education at least 6 times this year. I've emailed them. The kids here are fucking fighting. Okay? I had a 10-year-old. Is she 10? Maybe 9 or 8. She about this fucking little. She going to school punching bitches in the face. No apparent reason. She just, I don't like you, I'm punching you in the face. Okay? And this little girl is hiding behind her mama, and she got to be this fucking small, and she walking around just bullying people. And I'm like, what the fuck are you going through at home that you 8 years old and you want to punch a fucking kid in the face in class? That never happened when I was that age. What makes kids be so violent these days? You gotta raise your kids, man. You have to. And you have to censor certain things that are going on in this world from your kid. Your kid doesn't need to know every fucking thing. They don't. That's another thing. They be grown because they do every fucking thing. They babysitters, they mamas, they daddies. Y'all outside. They don't get no break. Let these kids be kids and make them stay in the child's place. I went to pick up my daughter's report card. They had a little boy in the hallway cursing out the social worker. Fuck you. You don't know what's going on in my life. And I'm like, what the fuck is this little ass boy going through in elementary school, a school that only goes up to 6th grade, that he needs to curse this grown ass man out and ain't afraid? I was afraid of adults when I was that age. And I was having this conversation with one of my friends because, you know, Geminis, I'm not going to say all Geminis, because I know some Geminis that are shitty fucking parents. I'm going to say me, myself, I want my kids to be better than I was, so I talk to them on a regular basis. And I make sure that I instill certain morals in them so that even if I was to die tomorrow, it's just certain shit that they just won't do. Okay? And if you're not, my advice to my parents, especially the younger parents, because it happens, okay? I had my son when I was 19. Whatever age your child is, just talk to them. And I don't want you to just sit them down and let them flow. I want you to ask questions. Questions that you wish people would have asked you when you were younger. Okay? Because these kids don't have a safe haven. So they go into their friends and it's not getting too good. It's getting worse. TikTok is raising these children. YouTube is raising these children. Instagram is raising these children. And they ain't even fucking watching wholesome videos anymore, okay? They watching other kids be disrespectful with other kids. All these kids are on YouTube watching other kids be grown as fuck. I see it. I make them turn that shit off, okay? It's horrible. But I want you, I'm just, you know, just having talk time about children. We don't talk about kids enough on this channel. Well, I don't think nobody talks about kids enough. We talk about our love. I hear bitches asking for love, and I hear bitches asking about money. It's very rare that I hear, you know, people asking about children. Protect your children. Them your babies. And if they can't get it from you and you fail them, the world is never going to give them shit else. And a lot of my Geminis, now I can say this, a lot of my Geminis grew up in one-parent households. And some of them maybe no parents at all. So this may be something that you have to learn. You may be winging it as well. But that's okay. You learn. Each one teach one. We talking about it right now. Oh, my son is a Sagittarius too, baby. My son is 13 now. You can't tell him he's not a king. Okay? I've raised him, but I think I've kind of made him a little big-headed now. Okay? I've installed too much into him. He thinks he's grown. That's my problem. I've talked to my child since he was as small as I can remember about how to act and how to be and how to carry himself. Okay? And now he is king side. He is king side, and baby, he's the most valuable player for his basketball games, and he is just flourishing. But he grown. He grown, and he's smart as shit, but he grown. And that's the conversation that I have with my son all the time. And that's why he's at his grandfather's house, because he needs to know that he's not a man. This is what a man looks like. You are a child. Nobody else can do that but you as a parent. You know your child. You know what your child needs. But pay attention to your babies. I see a lot of women out here that are not necessarily selfish, but they're just so worried about love and things like that that they kind of neglect the kids. Pay attention to them babies. They be needing y'all. I had a girl in the backyard. I overheard her talking, and she was like talking to another fucking little girl. I had sex today for the first time, and I don't even know if I'm pregnant or not. And she couldn't be no older than like maybe 12 or 13 years old. And the girl's like, well, I heard that if you just pee on the stick and it's negative, then you're probably not pregnant. And I wanted to say something so bad, okay, to a little girl, because I'm like, first of all, pee on a stick, bitch, it's so much other shit that you need to be worried about right now. You talking about peeing on the stick? Who the fuck did you fuck? But again, these are the times that we're in right now. Okay? This is what's happening. And y'all sons is out here fucking these girls, and these girls is getting loose. It's scary. It's creepy. I'm scared. Okay? But that's why I need to know what's going on. You alright? You alright? Because you can't control these kids, but you can give them a different mind frame. You can give them things to think about. Other outlooks. Alright? And let them know that life just is starting for them. Because we all thought we was grown and couldn't wait to get outside at some point in time. And we got outside and baby, we crying. We crying and we fucking whining. It ain't been right since. Okay? It ain't been fun since I got outside on my own. And that's why I'm trying to tell you now, for those of you who have kids, please pay attention to your babies. All the time. Raise them to be more respectful. You see that little 14-year-old boy that shot that man behind his mama? That little boy shot his mama because that was the only thing he knew to do. Fuck it. He hit my mama. It ain't no other way or nothing else that I can do but shoot this nigga. His mother put him in a very uncomfortable situation where he had no choice but to take up for his mother. But that was his mother's fault first. Your job as a parent to a minor is to protect your child. We want to talk about that? Do we want to get into this sensitive ass topic? Your job is to protect your son. Your son was not supposed to be in that predicament in the first place. You already know your child is going to be overprotective, and a little boy at that. As an adult, you were supposed to diffuse the situation by walking away. I don't give a fuck whether or not you felt it was respectful or not. Now your son has to be in jail as a child because you couldn't let your ego down. It's sad. Little black boy life damn near ruined. He gonna be traumatized. Even if he get off, he in fucking jail right now after watching somebody punch his mother in the fucking face. His mother had a gun. His mother had a gun. I don't know if the gun was registered or not, but his mother had a gun. And his mother had the gun in the car. They pulled up. They was getting chicken. They started arguing. I don't know what they were arguing about, but she told the son to go to the car, and the fucking guy thought she was being more disrespectful to him because he already had a chip on the shoulder. Girlfriend probably then fucked him over, or something was already wrong with that man, and he hit that lady. And that little boy seen that shit and did any little boy seeing his mother get hit by a grown-ass man that hard would do. He defended his mother. It's fucked up. That was that man's fault. That lady let it go. She shouldn't have had a gun available though. Nah, see that. And again, he was disrespectful, but she had a baby there. You don't put your kid in uncomfortable positions ever. Okay? That's like right now, if me and my man get into an argument in this house, we're not going to just sit here and yell and go back and forth. I don't want my kids to be subjected to that. I don't give a fuck what's going on. And I just feel like that was bad judgment on her part. And we ain't perfect. But that choice cost her son. For however long he in jail, he going to be traumatized. And somebody with a 13-year-old son, we know our sons. They not gonna let nobody disrespect us. Sons value their mothers. So I feel for her. I ain't putting my son in that. Let's go. That's what I said. That's what I said. There's at least an old man and a woman and the people that work there. Nobody helped them. Everybody sat there and let that shit escalate. Yeah, dude was very disrespectful. And like I said, I think he already had a chip on his shoulder. He might have been mad at, somebody he was dealing with already, because the way that nigga was talking to that lady, she shouldn't even have to say nothing else. Because I've seen men talk to females like that around here and get beat the fuck up. Other men intervene and beat that man ass. I don't know what's going on with Detroit, but Detroit got demons. We know that already. So that's a sorry ass place. And I'm so sorry that happened to that little boy. So sorry. That's fucked up. He wasn't supposed to be here no more anyway. Because the way I feel about it, if you can disrespect a woman like that, why the fuck are you still here? That little 14-year-old boy did society a favor, because no man beating on no woman like that just needs to be here. You came out of a woman like that. How would you feel if somebody hit your fucking mom like that? For you to tell a bitch, shut up or I'ma punch you, is crazy. This is a human. She don't gotta shut the fuck up. You ain't not dad. Like, the nerve of the audacity of people in 2023 is crazy. Oh, that man died. That man was dead. That little boy shot that man in the back of his head. Oh, see, they don't have no... Okay, so Chicago don't have no home training for women. That's what you basically telling me. That's a place not to go. Never. Okay. I don't know what's in the water over there. Because I'm telling you, that shit don't happen here. Oh, absolutely. He definitely been beating bitches up for a while. And he probably has some unhealed trauma from when he was a kid. Thank you, Coco. I'm trying to get a 1,000 followers on TikTok so that I could start going live on TikTok. I wasn't really a fan of TikTok, but I'm starting to notice that, you know, a lot of people are doing tarot on TikTok. I never thought about that before, but it looks kind of cool. I'd like to try it out. But I can't go live. I'm like, that's what I do. I need to go live, or I don't really want to participate. So I'm copying and pasting shit that I'm doing on here and giving it to TikTok for the people that don't know me yet. But I want to go live. So yeah, this was just a live to touch bases with you guys on parenting, because I just feel like if I do have a platform and I can speak, I should speak, especially to my own kind. You know, sometimes we don't be knowing and we just be needing some type of guidance, so it's okay. All right, and it's all right to never respond. You don't have to get up here and tell all your fucking business, but you heard me, so that's good enough. Talk to your babies. This may be a sign, especially for those of you who are watching. If you have kids, just have a conversation, a brush up. How you doing today? You all right? Anybody bothering you? You'd be surprised. So, guys, I'm out of here. Till next time. I'll keep this up for the playback. Bye, guys.